Hey scholars, welcome back for part 2 of week 7. You will need your notebook and your pencil. Remember to pause anytime you need more time to write down what I am writing. Ready to continue the lesson with word 3? Let's go. Our third word is accurate. Accurate. Have you heard that word before? Do you know what it means? Let's write the word and definition in our notebook. Accurate. A-C-C-U-R-A-T-E. Accurate. Something is accurate if it has no mistakes. Something is accurate if it has no mistakes. All right, so now let's look at this word in a sentence to get a better understanding. John was accurate in his spelling of all the words and got an A on his test. He was accurate, he has no mistakes, so all of his words were correct, and that got him an A on the test. All right, now what I want you to do is number the next line 1 through 5. And if this is a situation where it is important to be accurate, it's very important to make no mistakes, you put a check. If this is a situation where it's okay to make mistakes, you can put an X. Number 1, giving change to a customer. Giving change to a customer. Number 2, putting a jigsaw puzzle together. Putting a jigsaw puzzle together. Number 3, taking medicine that the doctor has prescribed. Taking medicine that the doctor has prescribed. Number 4, throwing clothes in the laundry basket. Throwing clothes in the laundry basket. And number 5, giving your address to the 911 operator during a home emergency. Giving your address to the 911 operator during a home emergency. All right, so number 1 was giving change to a customer. You don't usually get more than one chance, and people get mad if you give them the wrong kind of money. So it's important to be accurate. It's a check when you're giving change to a customer. Number 2, putting a jigsaw puzzle together. The pieces have to be in the right spot to see the picture, but you are allowed to make mistakes. And honestly, I try many pieces several times before getting it in the right spot. So that one is an X. Number 3, taking medicine that the doctor has prescribed. It's really important to take that correctly and be accurate. It can really hurt you if you take prescription medicine incorrectly. Number 4, throwing clothes in the laundry basket. It's all right to miss. You can put an X there. Just make sure if you do miss, you go back and pick it back up so you don't get in trouble. Number 5, giving your address to the 911 operator. That is super important to get accurate so that they can get to your home quickly and help in an emergency. All right, so skip to the next line so we can write our sentence. When is it important to be accurate in school? What would happen if you were not accurate in those situations? So here's my sentence starter if you need it. It is important to be accurate in school when, finish the sentence by putting the situation, and then tell me what happens. If I am not accurate, then, okay. So that is word number 3. If you need more time, press pause. Otherwise, I'm ready to move on to the 4th word. The 4th word is fiction. Fiction. Have you heard that word before? Do you know what it means? Let's write it in our notebook. Fiction. F-I-C-T-I-O-N. Let me adjust my camera here so it's, there we go. Fiction is writing that tells about characters and events that are not real. Writing that tells about characters and events that are not real. Wonderful. Let's take a look at this word in a sentence so that we can better understand it. I wrote a story about a princess and a magic chicken for the fiction contest. So this contest was made up stories. So this person made up a story with events that are not real, characters that are not real, about a princess and a magic chicken. All right. So number your paper 1 through 5. And if what I say is an example of fiction, you put a check. If it is not an example of fiction, you put an X. Number 1, the 3 little pigs. The 3 little pigs. Number 2, a book about a talking duck. A book about a talking duck. Number 3, the life story of Abraham Lincoln. The life story of Abraham Lincoln. Number 4, a book of facts about snakes and lizards. A book of facts about snakes and lizards. Number 5, the story of how electricity was discovered. The story of how electricity was discovered. Let's go over the answers. Number 1, the 3 little pigs is a fiction story, so that one is a check. It is an example of fiction. Number 2, a book about a talking duck. A talking duck isn't real, so that is also a check. It is an example of fiction. Number 3, the life story of Abraham Lincoln. That was a real person, and if this book is talking about his life, it is talking about real events, so that is also, that is an X. Fiction is not real, so Abraham Lincoln is not an example of a fictional character. Number 4, a book of facts about snakes and lizards. Facts are about real things that really happen, so it is not an example of fiction. And then number 5, the story of how electricity was discovered. That is a real event. It is not an example of fiction. All right, let's go on to our little writing part. What is your favorite fiction story? Why do you like it? Do you prefer fiction or nonfiction when you choose something to read, and why? So I'm going to put this right there in case you prefer to read the prompt. I will put my sentence starter. My favorite fiction story is I like it because I prefer fiction, nonfiction. You're going to pick one of those. Because. And I ran out of room here, so if I was really writing this out, I would turn to the next page. And that's all I have time for today. Join me next time for week 8. Bye.